Alright, in this video you will learn how to navigate through the digital paperwork system through the Move It Pro app. When you first install the app on your phone and open it up, it'll look like this. It's going to ask you for permissions for your device's location. You'll have to click allow for this one, and it'll probably ask you to take pictures as well. Just go ahead and accept all these permissions because you'll need them in order to run the app. Once you get to this screen, it's going to ask you for the company's subdomain. You're going to type in Southside Mid-Atlantic, all one word. This will be the only time you ever have to do this step. Alright, and once you type that in, you're going to go ahead and click next, and it's going to pull up the login information. Here you'll need your username and password, and once you type that in, you can go ahead and hit login. Once you're logged in, it'll pull up your main dashboard. This is the main screen that'll display any jobs you're assigned to for that day. Over here to the left, you see, in this example, there's just one job assigned for the day. Does need some packing materials, and it's estimated for a total of 7.7 hours, and that does include travel time. Over here to the right, you'll see the customer's information. It has the start time, their name, the basic size of the move, the cities they're moving to and from, and again that you do need to bring some packing materials with you. If you were assigned 2 jobs for that day, the other one will be posted right below this. As you can see here, the top one has a start time of 8 to 10 a.m. and if there was another job below it, it would have the same customer information in a separate box and a start time of 1 to 5 p.m. Alright, you can go ahead and just click on the customer's name and it'll pull open the job. Once it loads up, it'll pull up the first page out of 3 different tabs. You'll see the job summary, the estimate, and the bill of lading. So first off, you can look at the job summary here. It has the customer's phone number, the hourly rate, the size of the crew and number of trucks, the estimated time, again including travel, and the assigned crew to the job and the assigned truck. And below that, you'll see any packing materials required to bring to the job. In this example, it is 2 TV boxes, a king mattress bag, and a twin mattress bag. And over here to the right, you'll see the addresses for the job. In this example, it's starting off at a senior community facility in Virginia Beach. There's a second stop at a condo, 2nd floor in Virginia Beach. And finally ending at a storage facility in Chesapeake. Below the addresses, you will see 2 sections of notes. The first one is the estimate notes. This is basically going to be the company's cancellation policy, rescheduling policy, the insurance selected for the move, some helpful tips for the customer to be prepared for move day, and finally at the bottom, any deposits that they have previously made. In this example, it was a $600 deposit. Alright, the second set of notes over here is going to be the job notes. This is something that you want to look at before you leave the parking lot every day. It's going to be just a brief description of the move and any additional notes that you might want to know before you walk into the move blind. In this example, it basically says the customer is moving from assisted living, 3rd floor with an elevator, into a 1st floor storage. It also says the customer will be servicing the grandfather clock themselves, and to make sure you bring a 4-wheel dolly for a bar that's very heavy. Again, another reminder just to bring your 2 TV boxes and your mattress bags. And then it looks like they added a note here that says they added an extra stop at the Sun's condo in Virginia Beach to drop off the grandfather clock. So again, that's just something you want to look at before you leave the parking lot so you have all your materials needed to go to the move. Once you've typed in the customer's origin address into your phone's GPS and know what time you'll be arriving, you'll want to give them a courtesy call just to let them know that you're on the way, and about a 15-minute time window as to when you'll be arriving. You also want to confirm the address with them while you have them on the line. The second tab up here is the estimate tab. And over here to the left, you can see the cube sheet or inventory sheet, which is all the items the customers told their sales rep we would be moving. Again, this is just an estimate. It could be more items than this, could be less items than this. In this example, they had about 40 boxes plus these items that you see here. There's that portable bar that we were talking about that you need the 4-wheel for, and the grandfather clock that the customer said they were servicing themselves. And that's about that. Over here to the right, you'll see the actual estimate itself. Once you've completed the walkthrough at the customer's home and you know the size of the move and the items that you'll be moving, you'll want to go over this estimate with them so there's no confusion at the end with billing. In this example, they were quoted for 1 truck and 3 guys, $200 an hour, with a 4-hour minimum. They were quoted at a total of 6 moving hours, plus the travel fee of $340, the $74.98 in pack materials, the $15 equipment fee, and the $45 extra stop charge, for a total estimate of $1,674.98. And again, this is only if the move goes exactly 6 hours. After you've gone over the estimate with the customer, it's time to go ahead and get signatures on the bill of lading. That can be accessed on this 3rd tab right here. So this is what the bill of lading will look like. Again, it'll have all the customer's information up at the top, the addresses, the waiver and liability paragraph, the insurance included with the move, and then this section, which basically looks like the estimate. Now all these numbers will calculate automatically at the end of the move after you put in your start time at the beginning and stop time at the end of the move. The first signature you will need to get on the bill of lading is right here at the start time. You'll want to click on the box and it'll bring up a pull down menu where you can select what time you're arriving at the customer's home. In this example, let's say we started at 9 a.m. and you would just hit confirm. Now you can see where the 9 a.m. populated into that start time box. You want to go ahead and click here and let the customer know that they're just starting for your start time at 9 a.m. It'll pull up a signature window that looks like this. You'll just want the customer to use their finger and go ahead and hit their signature, and you can go ahead and click accept. Now down below all the pricing information, there's going to be 5 signature boxes. These first 2 right here are going to be the ones that you get signed before the move actually starts. The first one basically says that the customer agrees that they'll be present throughout the entire move and will notify the company in the office of any work stoppages, issues, billing questions as they arise, so the company can address them while the move is still in progress. Go ahead and have them sign here. Same thing. Click to sign. Turn your tablet, let them sign, and click input signature. And the last signature that you'll need to get before the move is completed is this one right here. You'll basically want to tell the customer that they're signing that they've previously read the waiver of liability and agree to waive any liability in the event that damages occur to the described items and or under described conditions. If they have questions about what this paragraph means, they can scroll up here to this paragraph and read it. And this is something that they've previously received in the estimate that they've already signed for. And if they want to get deeper into our terms and conditions, which they're signing for on this line as well, you can click on this tab up here and it'll bring up the company's complete list of terms and conditions for them to read over. Once they're ready to sign, you'll just click the sign button again, turn the tablet, have them sign, and you can go ahead and click input signature. Once you have all the items loaded up at the customer's home, before you head to offload, you'll need to get 2 more signatures. This first one says that the shipper has completed a walkthrough of the home and agrees that all items have been packed as specified, and further requests for packing may incur additional charges. Just like the other 2 signatures, click to sign, have them sign, hit accept. This second one says that the shipper has completed a walkthrough of the home and agrees that all items have been loaded as specified, and additional requests for trips or moving additional items will incur additional charges. That's just saying that all items have been loaded, all items have been packed, and we got everything out of your house. Once you've completed the offload at the final destination, you'll want to go ahead and put in a stop time here in this box. In this example, we'll put 3 p.m. And just like the start time, it'll just be a drop-down menu where we would select the time and hit confirm. Once you've put in the stop time, you'll want to get this signature here. Basically just let the customer know that they're signing for the stop time of 3 p.m. And just like the other ones, you'll just hit sign, have the customer input their signature, and hit input. Once you put in the end time and get the customer's signature, it will automatically populate their bill right here, and you'll be able to go over all this information with them. If you happen to take a break that day for, say, lunch, bad weather, or just a couple breaks because it was hot outside, you'll want to discount that time right here. In this example, let's just say we took a 30-minute lunch break. You'll just click here, click 30 minutes, and hit done. This will automatically discount the 30 minutes off the customer's bill. You can see here where it was 6 hours, it's not showing 5.5 hours. So now you'll want to go over the charges with the customer, and you would just go through this line by line. In this example, you would let them know that your time started at 9 a.m. and ended at 3 p.m. We did discount our 30-minute lunch break for a total of 5.5 hours. That cost $1,100. The travel fee was $340, plus the $15 equipment fee, the $74.98 in packing materials, which was your 2 bags and the 2 TV boxes, for a total move cost of $1,529.98. Plus the extra stop charge brings the grand total to $1,574.98. And you've made one payment of $600, leaving a balance due of $974.98. You'll want to ask the customer how they would like to pay the balance. We can either do the card that's on file, an additional card, money order, or cash. If they do decide to pay with the card on file, you'll want to go to this text box right here and just type in card on file. And click out of it. If they decide to pay with a different card, that same text box you'll want to put in the customer's full name on the card, the full card number, the expiration date, the CVV code on the back, and the billing zip code. That way the office can process that payment. If they pay with cash or a money order, you'll want to make sure that that note is in there as well. And let your manager know if they did pay in cash or with a money order so they don't accidentally process the customer's credit card. After you've gone over the bill with the customer, you'll want to scroll all the way to the bottom and get this last signature here. This basically says that the customer has inspected the truck and completed a walkthrough of their home and agrees that all items have been assembled and placed in the correct location and that the truck is empty of all of their items. And just like the other ones, you would just hit click here to sign, have them input their signature, and hit input. Now at the bottom of the screen, you'll be able to submit the paperwork. And to do that, you would just quickly hit submit. And now that you've hit submit, you can let the customer know that they should be getting an email any second with a copy of this bill of lading. Another thing, once you click submit, you won't be able to get back into this bill of lading because the job will technically have been completed. So I'm going to go ahead and not hit that button yet and just go ahead and show you guys a couple other things. The one thing I want to show you is the packing materials. In some cases, you might have extra packing materials on your truck, and we'll have to charge the customer for those materials. Or for example, in this case, if we didn't use one of the mattress bags, you can go ahead and edit all the packing materials right here. You'll want to click here where it says add packing materials, and it'll bring up another screen where all the packing materials are at and anything that they've been charged for. So let's say that we didn't use the King mattress bag. You'll want to go ahead and go to King bag and just take that down to 0. And that will take it off the customer's bill. If, for example, we used a couple 3.0 boxes to pack up some last minute items, you would go up to the 3.0 section, medium box right here, and just add that to 3. And once you back out of that, it'll automatically add those materials to the bill and take off the King mattress bag. And finally, on some moves that might take multiple days, say we load a customer one day and offload them the next day, you will still want to get a start and end time on each day. So say, for example, this job today we only loaded and we started at 9 a.m. and finished loading at 3 p.m. And then let's say the next day we're starting a new time, you'll want to click this box here when you arrive at the customer's home and do that whole process all over again with your new start time and at the end of the move, a new end time. And the last thing to show you on the digital paperwork, sometimes we do additional services with a customer, and usually there's charges for those services. If you click here on a subtotal tab, you'll be able to see a drop-down menu of all the additional services that we may charge for. Say, for example, the customer wants to get rid of one of their sofas and wants us to take it back to our warehouse to throw it away. You can add that in here by clicking Furniture, Disposal, First Piece. And that'll add that to the customer's bill. You'll see here, Furniture Disposal, First Piece, $75. Or for another example, say the customer tells the office that they'll be disconnecting and reconnecting their washer and dryer themselves, but you end up doing it once you arrive at the job. That's something that we can charge for here. And you would click washer connect or disconnect, and that would also add it to the customer's bill, as you can see there. So again, once everything's completed and signed and all the billing is correct, you'll hit submit. The customer will receive an email right away with the bill of lading, and it'll bring you back to your dashboard. And as you can see on the dashboard, you have no more jobs left for the day. If you guys have any questions with navigating through the app or doing the paperwork or when or where to get certain signatures, please call your manager. That way they can walk you through the process. Once you're done for the day, you want to go ahead and log out of the app. And that will be it.